Alright guys, this is my final for ASU 101, and for my topic, I wanted to discuss when we did all the budgeting things in Module 10, I believe. It was either Module 9 or Module 10. I think this was the most beneficial for me, and it really put a lot of things into perspective just because, obviously I'm working almost a full-time job right now and doing things, and so I obviously have put aside like a budget for me every month. But really looking at it from like a third point perspective and looking down on how you can budget, what things you can cut out, and just basically how you can alleviate stress within your own life was really helpful for me. And so going over a module where it had financial stuff, something that's essential to all of us, just really resonated well with me. So that's why I picked it for my topic that I want to go over for this little podcast, video blog, whatever you want to call it. And Otis and I have to run a tight ship together. So yeah, I really like this area. So a lot of it wasn't new information to me, but I think it definitely put things into perspective just because, for example, it went into detail about the different categories of things that within your budget, you have things that are essentially wants, you have things that are essentially needs. And obviously I knew that because when you're doing a budget, I don't need new shoes every month, but I do need to eat food every month. But once again, seeing it from a third person perspective, looking down on, wow, there definitely are things that are explicitly wants, explicitly needs. It really helped me to refine my budget and decrease it a little bit. Buying a hat every month for Otis isn't going to be something that I really need. However, getting some food, getting groceries every month is going to be something I need. So refining my budget plan was definitely something that this helped me with. And so, for example, I usually set aside about, I think, a little less than $200 every month, probably like $150 every month for groceries. And I definitely refined that down to about $90 a month just because I realized a lot of the things I was getting from the grocery store were extraneous. A lot of them were snacks for Otis. He likes Kit Kat bars. He likes Twix. Spending way too much money on that. Don't really need that, So really went down to the basics of, hey, this is what I need to be eating. This is what's good for me. So it really helped me cut down my budget, especially in the grocery area. So that was very beneficial for me. Other than that, throughout the semester, I think it also really put into perspective pricing because obviously when you go to a grocery store, you don't really know what other things cost outside unless you do your own research. And doing this budgeting topic really helped me put into perspective prices across different platforms. So I was definitely doing research through which stores had the best prices for this or such that so I could cut my budget down to a really good amount. And because previously, I was just shopping at Target, which, don't get me wrong, Target has a very special place in my heart, but it's a little expensive on some things. So definitely being able to research and look at things from a different perspective and being able to see different things at grocery stores is one of the things that helped me through the semester that I learned through this module. And in what ways will you use the knowledge gained in future life situations? 100% obviously budgeting. Second, I also did one of the things about getting loans. This is a really scary thing for me in the future, but I guess it calmed me down a little bit for future because obviously I want to pursue some kind of graduate school, whether this be medical school, whatever. I'm not too sure what I want to do yet. So, but I definitely want to pursue graduate school. So taking loans out, obviously very daunting thing, hundreds of $1,000s in debt. But being able to look at the different types of loans was definitely reassuring. Once again, it was explained really well, really easy to understand content. So it definitely put in perspective. Obviously still scary, having $300,000 in debt, but being able to look at the different types of loans, benefits, cons of everything really helped me to reassure like my future of what I want to do with it. So definitely in the future, doing that like budgeting class and looking at loans, that type of stuff was highly beneficial for me, especially in the future with going to medical school. And this will just carry with me for the rest of my life because no matter how much money you make, you're gonna have to have a budget. And being able now to know explicitly, hey, these are needs, hey, these are wants. If I want to cut down on money, this, and this, we can do that. And just having a very oriented plan of how to go about it instead of willy-nilly just being, hey, no, don't spend money on this. I think that's going to be highly beneficial for me. But otherwise in the future, yeah, just in general, budgeting is obviously going to be highly beneficial. Especially, I think one of the things I looked at, because I take care of my dad's dog every once in a while, is budgeting for dog stuff and pet stuff. Just because that can get wildly out of hand, especially with buying food, buying treats, buying toys. Once again, relating back to what I was talking about, the needs and wants, right? Of good food, but too expensive, or getting toys because obviously I think that's a highly necessary thing. But yeah, I mean, budgeting is going to be something that will forever carry over into my future, whether that's medical school or just on the daily task of spending money.